beings, today we're talking about how crystals work for healing the mind, the body, the soul, all that goodness. And it's really quite simple because whether you believe in it or not, they work. So let's get into that. So just like anything else in existence, each crystal has their own energy that emanates from itself depending on what type of crystal it is, whether it's clear quartz or amethyst, black tourmaline, rose quartz, right? They all have their each individual frequency or vibratory rate that they are vibrating at. And it's this frequency and this vibratory rate that determines what energy that it's going to be giving you, how exactly it's going to be helping you. And because all crystals have their own energy and are always emanating energy, this is why crystals work to heal whether you believe in them or not. Because just like everything else in the universe, they are always emitting a frequency, they are always emitting an energy. Now, the closer that the crystal is to you, the easier it is for it to penetrate your being and get that energy into your cells and really help you heal. The energy of crystals works on the level of subtle energy. Sometimes you might feel a little surge of energy when you touch a crystal. That's really only if your body is really needing it, because it's absorbing that energy with the quickness because it needs it. So it's got to get all that it can while it is in contact and in the vicinity of that particular crystal. Now, crystals work to harmonize our energy and shift our gene expression, because remember, our DNA and our genes are in our cells, right? In each and every single one of our cells. So the energy of the crystals, that subtle energy, is going to penetrate into our being, in through our skin, into all of our cells, into that DNA and into that gene structure, and shift the gene expression, because it's in this gene expression of our DNA that's in our cells that determines how we're doing, what our body is doing, whether it is fighting off infection or whether it is feeding an infection. Our genes can express certain particular medical conditions, some things that we're predisposed of, whether it's hereditary or whether it is an eating habit that we learned and so then diabetes sets in or something like that. That it all comes down to our gene expression, okay? So these crystals are working on that subtle energy level to shift that gene expression to something that's more higher vibrational and to heal that dis-ease expression of our genes, whether it is a particular condition, whether it's just a common cold, or whether it's any other bacterial, viral, or fungal infection. It's our gene expression that determines our eye color, our hair color, our skin color. Yes, it's the amount of melatonin in our bodies that gives us our color of our skin, but it's that gene expression that determines that level. And it is possible to shift that gene expression on our own without the external aids of crystals or other vibrational tools that penetrate into our bodies. But we have to be very conscious of what we are doing, and it also takes a lot of energy. So really, if you wanted to change your eye color, you freaking can, but you have to have that will. You have to know that it is possible and truly believe 100%. And you have to do the work to do that, of course. So depending on the crystal, depends on the frequency, the energy that is penetrating your being and affecting that gene expression. So for example, if you are trying to heal your heart, a great crystal obviously for the heart is the rose quartz, because that corresponds to love, the heart chakra as well. Any crystal that corresponds to the heart chakra would help that. You can always look up on Google what the specific frequency number is of a crystal and correspond that with what part of the body you are trying to help heal. And to use these crystals to help you heal. You can set them on that area. You can place them around you. You can just place them around your home. I have a lot of crystals just kind of sitting around at home because crystals also just help to elevate your environment and help you feel more higher vibrational in general. So I always really suggest to, you can never have enough crystals because you can always just set them anywhere and just let them be and just enjoy them and let their energy just penetrate your being as you walk by them and as you live around them. You don't always have to put a crystal where you need it to be. Of course, if you're working on something in particular and you would like an extra energy boost for that area, putting that crystal where it needs to be is always going to be a great option. If you're working on your heart, necklaces are always the best option, right? Crown chakra, maybe you make a crown or tiara of that crystal that you're trying to work with for your crown chakra or your third eye. And then you can always just meditate holding a crystal and directing that energy to the part of your body that it needs to be going to. Now, if you want to learn more about crystals, I definitely suggest that you check out the Everything Crystals playlist. And if you want to start to add to your crystal collection, then go in the description box and check out Opulence, the crystal shop by Nancy Jane and Company. We're always getting new things in, always restocking. So feel free to check out my crystal website if you want to add to your crystal collection. If you enjoyed today's video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up down below. If you have anything to add, always drop that down in the comments, of course, as well as any questions. Now, if you're ready to join the family, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, that follow button, wherever you're watching this video at. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I love you. And may your life be full of love. See you next time, beings.